Leo's world of tarot. Fire signs, fire signs, fire signs. Now, I have to, in the spirits of being transparent with you all, I was not wanting to do tarot videos like this, but I'm a fire sign. And I feel like what better place to start than with my Aries, Sagittarius, or Leos. I'm big fire sign energy. So if you're here at this video and you're like, but my sun sign is not Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, please check in with your moon, your Venus, your rising, Mercury, Neptune, Uranus. I don't care. If you have a fire sign placement in your chart, especially if it is your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, this video is for you. So, fire signs, fire signs, fire signs. We are just going to check in and see what the energy is like for us. Not for any specific time frame. I'm just doing a reading. Remember, guys, that these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave what does not. I have also already prayed off camera. If you would like to pray, I encourage you to pause this video here and check out the prayer video on my page. It's timeless. So, source, what is in the cards for us fire signs? What message do you have for us here today? Angels, ancestors, higher source of light. Do you have any cards in this deck? I'll do one more quick run through, y'all, and then I'm gonna move on. Those fail. We'll start with tarot then. So what's been going on with y'all? Success, apparently. I can say it's been the same for me. Achieving and attaining a lot of success in my life. One thing about the Six of Wands is that you'll notice that while all of the spectators are here, this little guy back here, bitter as fuck. People be jealous, y'all. And listen, I'm the last one. I used to think back in the day that it was impossible for people to be jealous of me because there was nothing spectacular about me. And what is there for people? Everything. There's everything for people to be jealous of you about. You'd be surprised how your light shines whether you can see it or not. It's a lot easier for people to look at you from the outside looking in and kind of see what you got going on and see how beautiful and bright and phenomenal that you are, and for you to kind of miss some of those things. So source, what else is going on with my fire signs? Anything else in this deck? Angels, ancestors, thank you. Higher source of light, thank you. Anything else? Thank you, source. I don't read reversals, y'all, but the devil popped out in reverse and we'll talk about him. All right, my beautiful fire signs. So I'm getting the energy of, like I said, somebody here is either working very hard to achieve success and growth and get to a place of wisdom and abundance and rewards and victory and just balance in their lives. But for some of you, it either required for you to leave some things and some people behind, like what we're seeing here with the Eight of Cups, or you're going to have to leave some people behind in order to continue to see that success that you are manifesting and that you are working toward come out. Now, sometimes when I say leave people, and even with my clients, and I have tarot clients, I have life coaching clients, I have people that I mentor, I tell them, you got to leave people behind, and they immediately start thinking that we're talking romantic connections. Sometimes you need to leave a job behind. Sometimes you need to leave a friend behind. Sometimes you need to leave your raggedy ass car behind. I'm currently experiencing that. It's time for me to let go of my vehicle. Beautiful car. I am holding on to it because I paid cash for it. It was something that my husband really wanted to have. And, it's ours. It wasn't something that we had to, pay a car note on or anything like that. And I'm not willing to let go of that. But it's causing a lot of frustration for me, and like me trying to figure out where I went wrong, or what else I need to do, or what else I need to sacrifice to make it work. And that's just not how life works, guys. So, for some of you fire signs, like I said, you are achieving success or working on it. Maybe it's not financial success, maybe it's success in your business, maybe it's success in your friendships or your relationships, maybe it's just success with you being able to get out of bed every day and brush your damn teeth, because sometimes it's hard. But um with that success, I see some haters, I see some needing to leave some things behind, and with that, justice is going to be served. It's simply just the way that that's just the way that the cookie crumbles, is what I am hearing in my head. With the justice card being present, I will say for certain, with this situation of victory and having to let go, that it's karma. It's just the way that things work out. Like, sometimes people have overstayed their welcome in your lives. They've been haters in the back corner for too long. So if you've recently had to let go of some people, or you are finding yourself fire signs letting go of some people, places, and things, don't worry about it. It's exactly what needs to happen for the scales of justice to tip back to a place of balance. Nobody needs to deal with that unfairness, that dishonesty. For some of you, I see maybe divorce. I don't know. I hope not. Bless your hearts. I could imagine that that could be a very difficult thing. Um, so on our next row, and I usually take this row as the advice row, but we're not gonna go that way. We're vibing. We're vibing. We're gonna talk about the message however it comes out, and I have to say again, general message. If you're looking for something deeper and more tailored to you, book a reading with me. Check the description of the video. We have the Star, the Queen of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Like I said, with all of that victory and all of that leaving people behind, what do we have to do? We have to continue to achieve a state of introspection. We have to continue to grow. We have to continue to have hope. We have to continue to pour into ourselves and pour into others, and water and nurture the people, places, and things around us that are providing us with life. This woman here on the front card of the Star, she is she's pouring into everything. You could look at that as you pouring in with your knowledge. You could look at that as you pouring in with your wisdom. You could look at that as you kind of just pouring in with your remaining tapped in and being grounded. But we really do, I want you guys to remember to hold firm, keep going, keep watering, keep supporting, keep pouring in, and it will continue to life will continue to pour into you. All right. So hold hope, even in these tough times, in these tumultuous times, even as you are letting go of people. Hold tight. Hold on to faith. With the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Wands being here, and again, I don't want to say this like this, and I won't. For some of you, I'm potentially seeing like like an abusive situation, maybe not physically, but potentially mental or emotionally. And if you are in an abusive situation, please make sure that you are seeking help and plotting out a safe way for you to overcome your situation. But the Knight of Swords can sometimes um it sometimes can be like a little bully like energy. And like I said, I think one off, but overall for us fire signs, I really see a lot of growth, a lot of nurturing, a lot of growing. The Queen of Wands is confident and passionate, and she is optimistic, and she's very sure of herself. And then the Knight of Swords, when he's not being a little piece of crap, he's very opinionated and direct and focused. He's daring. So I see you growing. I see you glowing. I see you being self-assured of yourself. And if you're like, Mona, what are you talking about? I'm not doing any of that, girl. I'm not proud of myself. I have no hope. I don't know what I'm doing. Tap into that shit. Tap into it. It takes a lot more stress and anxiety and frustration for you to consistently be in a state of being worried about things and scared that you're doing it the wrong way or that things have gone left, than it does for you to have hope and be positive and pour into things in an appropriate manner. Make sure that you or no one around you is being a little butt munch, being hurtful, harmful, bullying, or anything like that. All right, fire signs. So, like I said, I'm seeing a lot of growth. A lot of you, and I can say that these cards are very true for myself as well. A lot of you are pouring in, you're trying every day. It's like you're trying, you're continuing to sever ties, you're continuing to do the work. Keep going. It's paying off. It really is, whether you can see it or not. The Page of Wands is here. The Page of Wands can really represent like a lot of new ideas and joy. It's very young. Like it's the beginning of something new. It's the beginning of um it's the beginning of it's new beginnings. That's what I got. New ideas, new opportunities, new everything. Um so keep tapping into that shit. You don't let anybody try to tell you. You don't let anything beat you. You don't let anything keep you down. You don't let anything make you feel anything less than fantastic and phenomenal and bright and capable. Because why would you? Life's too short for you to be surrounding yourself and tethering yourself to individuals that make you feel bad, make you feel incapable, and they make you feel like anything that you want to feel. So continue to embrace your new ideas, continue to embrace your new beginnings, and continue to untether yourself from this devil energy, and moving forward. So we are going to go ahead and proceed forward. I don't know, whatever little raggedy, funky ass, manipulative energy and manipulative people that are around you or that you have recently let go of, thank you, or that you're working toward even letting go of, because sometimes we have to build up, and all of a sudden I heard, now that's how you let the beat build, bitch, because it is how you let the beat build. Whatever you are walking away from, whatever you've recently walked away from, whatever you are trying to figure out how to get away from, guys, remember, it comes with time. It comes with patience. It comes with being strategic and all of those other good things. I hope this reading resonates for y'all the way that I need it to. The way that I would like for it to. I always struggle with delivering messages to people, and I say I struggle, but I only ever struggle in my own experience, where I feel like the things that I am saying don't make sense, or like people are always going to feel like I'm just pulling shit out of my ass. If there are any of you fire signs that are out there who are currently feeling that shit, don't. Imposter syndrome is a real thing. If you want to dive a little deeper into that, there are a lot of YouTube videos. Check out my podcast. Check out my life coaching channel. Yes, it's around. But Source, do you have a message for us in this deck? Angels, ancestors, thank you. Higher source of light. Anything else? A message for us? Yes, no, maybe so. Source, angels. We'll go with those. I obviously had those thoughts for a reason. So whoever it is that's listening to this right now, where you're kind of struggling and maybe this devil energy for you or what it is that you're trying to leave behind is negative limiting beliefs. Fuck that shit. You're amazing. You are capable. There could never be another you. All right? Step away from that imposter syndrome. Unchain yourself from the belief that you're not good enough, you don't know enough, you're not wise enough, or that people don't care what you have to say. Tap more into this star energy, this Queen of Wands energy. Like I said, the Queen of Wands, she's very fucking confident. She knows what she's doing. She's self-assured. She's vibrant. She's optimistic. She's charismatic. I want you to understand that no matter how many people you think there are that know more than you, those motherfuckers could never know a motherfucking thing the way that you do. Yes, the negative language was necessary because I mean it. So let's tap into these affirmations. I control my success, fire signs. Yes, you do. For us, especially those of you that are very Aries heavy, such as myself, success. We start out the zodiac new year. You're in control of your success. You are in control of everything. You are able to walk away from people to help balance out the scales of justice. You're in control of riding on your horse, celebrating yourself, crowns, and all that other good stuff. No matter what a naysayer may have to say about you or what you got going on, I am deserving of trust, nice things, love, and respect. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. It's karma for all of the positive things that you are pouring in, for all of the loving, for all of the nurturing, for all of the balancing and supporting and all of those other amazing things that you give, do, and be for other people. You deserve to receive those things in return. Today is a new day to begin again. I don't give a fuck what happened yesterday. I don't care what happened yesterday. I don't care what happened yesterday. And again, y'all, I'm not just delivering this message to you. This message hits for me as well. I'm very hard, very critical on myself. I have a fear of, it's a toxic trait of mine where I believe that other people are worthy of these things, but I'm not. And the only person that's telling you that you're not worth it is you. Don't do that shit. All right? Absolutely not. We're not going to sink into the limiting beliefs, into the negative narratives that we have created for ourselves in our minds and in our experiences. Let that shit go and move forward. We have options. Be open to many choices around you. The world is yours and everything in it. Choose wisely and wealthy. What does wealth mean to you? For these three cards here, I will say that, like I said, stay away from this shit. Don't do that. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. And for some of you, I'm really feeling like that devil energy. And even with it being in the reverse, that this is kind of a mental thing, or like your own issues that you're having with your self-esteem, or maybe you are battling with drinking, or like you're smoking too much, or whatever it is. Don't tether to those things. Do you live your life? Mona's never going to tell you what to do, but I will tell you that you don't want to become so wrapped up in the thoughts behind those things. And options, you could choose to do one thing or the other. You can choose to be positive. You could choose to be negative. You could choose to believe in yourself. You could choose to walk away. You could choose to stay. You could choose to fail. You could choose to quit. Choose wisely. In a world of infinite impossibilities, and believe me, baby, they are infinite, because you see the wide variety and array of things that other people are going through compared to things that you are going through or experiencing. So they're infinite. They're infinite. You get to make that decision of how you want to be and what you want to believe, and how you want to position yourself. And then wealthy, what does wealth mean to you? Before I quit my job, 4 months ago, it was 4 months ago, 2 days ago. Before I quit my job 4 months ago, I kept telling myself, like, what are you going to do for money? How are you sacrificing the wealth and abundance for your family and for your children, and I'm gonna be broke, I'm gonna be poor, you know. And I talked to my therapist, and my therapist, he said to me, like, maybe you need to reevaluate the way that you think about wealth and the way that you think about success, because when we talk about you and your life and your experiences and the things that you're working on and the things that you've achieved, you are very wealthy, you are very successful. And if you can't see that, you need to look at it another way. You could have a wealth of happiness. You could have a wealth of knowledge. You could have a wealth of culinary skills. You could have a wealth of knowing. You could have a wealth of hidden talents. You could have a wealth of dreams. You could have a wealth of negative limiting beliefs if you want to. You just have to decide how you measure wealth and start to look at things a different way. Source, do we have any other oracle cards in this deck for my fire signs? Thank you. We have Jeweled Web Connectivity, Root Girl, The Disowned Self, and Woodwives Adaptability. I'm going to give you guys a high level overview of these cards. And then I'm also going to look at the book at the same time to make sure I'm not missing anything. Root Girl is about an individual who, like I said, you're very tethered to limiting beliefs. You're very tethered to what happened, who wronged you, how you're not good enough, where such and so and so had you fucked up, how your life's been so down and dirty, and you're allowing yourself to feel a lot of guilt, shame, and so on and so forth. Anything that has roots is capable of growing. It's capable of being green, of being lush, of being abundant. You are capable of moving from this state of being in the disowned and disillusioned self, that is that energy of Root Girl, to the Six of Wands, where you are able to take some of your leaves from your beautiful tree once you've grown and create a wreath out of it to use to celebrate your triumphs. So you have to remember not to project some of those hurts and painful experiences that you have gone through in your life onto other people, places, and things, yourself included. When you blow up at your kids or your partner or your coworkers because they did something that after a while you're like, what's wrong with me? It's not that big of a deal. It's you refusing to accept accountability for where you're hurting and where you need to grow and where you need to expand in your life. All right. So like I said, do not. We're gonna put this in the do not pile, because don't do that. Move past those things. Talk about them if you have to. Open up your heart and understand that, like I tell my clients often, it's not a bad life. It's just a bad day. It's just a tough time. It's just something you need to walk away from. It's just something that you need to allow the scales to balance themselves on and recognize where you control what you can control and leave or speak up or change or whatever it is. And then we have Jeweled Web of Connectivity. This card really talks about how all things are intertwined. Like I said, maybe I'll speak for me. I wanted to be a doctor when I grew up. I went to school, full ride, multiple scholarships, pre-med, mathematics, dropped out in the first 6 months. And while I did not go on to become a doctor, I am now a certified life coach. I help counsel a lot of people. I don't want to say counsel. I feel like that's a naughty word. I help guide a lot of people, not just a life coach, but a business and career coach. And I study herbal medicine. I'm a spiritual mentor as well. It doesn't get more doctor-like than that. Not in the sense of like I get a big paycheck from it or I work at a hospital, but doctoring people's lives and experiences and mindsets and helping them to put together the proper spiritual bath to take care of their bodies or achieve some type of a goal that they're looking to have in their life. Everything is connected. People you're leaving, people you're meeting, people that you put on the back burner, jobs that you quit, jobs that you want, desires that you have, so on and so forth. Make sure that you're really tapping into the star energy and into the Queen of Wands energy, as well as the Page of Wands, to recognize where new ideas and new opportunities and new feelings and things find where their place is to help you connect into the Six of Wands energy. And then we have Woodwives Adaptability. The Woodwives dance into your dreams as a reminder to be grounded no matter what life offers you. You need to know who you are, what you'll tolerate, what you've learned to date, and what boundaries to set so you feel good about yourself. Life is going to offer you something extraordinary now. And in order to learn and receive its blessings, you must remember to be grounded, that being grounded gives you more freedom, not less. It's really the same as the rest of the reading, right? Remember to stay tapped in, stay true to who you are. Remember that you are deserving of trust, nice things, love, and respect. That you control your success. That there are many opportunities around you. That you are wealthy. That today is a new day to begin again. That you should not remain tethered to people, places, and things that drain you, make you feel bad, make you feel less than, or any of the above. You are successful, you are abundant, you are capable. I love you so much, fire signs. Thank you for joining me here in Mona's World of Tarot for an energy check in and just a little vibe session for fire signs. Stay true to you. Be blessed. You are abundant.